Today on Rappler. The Philippines expects more storms in 2024 than in 2023 due to La Niña. 2 environmental activists are allegedly abducted in Pangasinan. The UN Security Council adopts a resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and the immediate and unconditional release of all hostages. The Pope's mitre hat in New York City's The Oculus inspires the architecture of the Sagrada Familia in Araneta, Quezon City. And P-pop girl groups BINI and G22 will participate in the Chinese show Show It All. The Philippines is expecting the onset of La Niña to result in more storms than 2023. Annalisa Solis, climate monitoring chief of Philippine Weather Bureau Pag-asa, says Tuesday, March 26, the agency projects 13 to 16 typhoons by the latter half of 2024. In a La Niña event, sea surface temperatures in the Western Pacific are warmer than normal, bringing more rainfall and severe floods. Because the warm waters are nearer the Philippines, developing storms have shorter travel time before they hit land. Science Secretary Renato Solidum says there is a 62% chance that La Niña will develop around June to August. Pag-asa announced in early March its ENSO alert and warning system is now raised to La Niña Watch. Local and international environmental, religious, and human rights groups call for the release of 2 environmental activists allegedly abducted in northern Philippines Sunday, March 24. Joxiel Tiong and Francisco Dangla III are conveners of the Pangasinan People's Strike for the Environment. Witnesses saw 2 men forced inside an SUV Sunday night in Barangay Polo in San Carlos City, Pangasinan. Kalikasan People's Network for the Environment say Tiong and Dangla spoke up against, quote, the harms of coal-fired power plants, nuclear power plants, incinerator plants, and offshore mining in Lingayen Gulf. A sign-on statement demanding their safe release makes the rounds on social media. At least 48 local organizations and 32 groups based outside the Philippines signed. In 2023, environmental activists Janila Castro and Jed Tamano were abducted in Bataan. The United Nations Security Council adopts a resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire between Israel and Palestinian militants Hamas and the immediate and unconditional release of all hostages. The United States abstains from the vote, sparking a spat with its ally Israel. Following the UN vote, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu cancels a visit to Washington. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres posts on social media, "This resolution must be implemented. Failure would be unforgivable." Guterres also urges Israel to lift all obstacles for aid to get into Gaza and allow convoys of the UN Palestinian Refugee Agency, or UNRWA, into the north of the coastal enclave. A UN-backed report on global security says famine is imminent and likely to occur by May in northern Gaza and could spread across the enclave by July. What would a church look like if it was inspired by the Pope's mitre hat in New York City's The Oculus? The Sagrada Familia, a church at the top of Gateway 2 Mall in Quezon City, features just that. The church is inspired by the mitre, a traditional headwear worn by senior clergy of the Catholic Church, such as bishops, archbishops, cardinals, and the Pope. It is also inspired by New York City's The Oculus, a transit hub in the World Trade Center, considered an architectural gem. Sagrada Familia Church has an all-white interior and is fully air-conditioned. The large hanging cross inside the church was created by sculptor Wilfredo Layog. Its modern glass walls invite natural light in, illuminating the space. Sagrada Familia Church holds regular masses with this schedule. P-pop continues to make waves in the international scene. Girl groups BINI and G22 are confirmed to appear in the Chinese show Show It All.
Show it all, here we come! Live and by Chipit, woman Lila!
Ready for that. Woman Lila!
Other girl groups from across the world will also make an appearance in the show. Dala from Malaysia, Pixie from Thailand, and Boys World from the United States. Show It All is a survival program featuring trainees from Zhang's entertainment company who aim to be part of the next big girl group. Fans guess groups from other countries will test the trainees. The pilot episode will be aired on March 28 via the Mango TV app. G22 is composed of AJ, Althea, and Jazz. They debuted in 2022. BINI meantime has 8 members: Aya, Colette, Maloy, Mika, Gwen, Stacy, Sheena, and Joanna. They debuted in 2021. And that's today's wrap. I'm Kara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.